English Podcast Spot. Learn English with podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast Spot, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Emma. I need to tell you about the most embarrassing moment of my life. I was at a dinner party. Someone asked me, "What's your favorite kitchen thing?" I knew exactly what I wanted to say. That thing that makes smoothies. You know, the machine with the spinning parts that makes fruit drinks. The word was right there in my brain. I could see the machine. I could hear the sound it makes. But the word? Gone. It disappeared. So, you know what I said? The spinning fruit destroyer. Everyone looked at me. 5 seconds of quiet. Then someone said, "Oh, you mean a blender?" I wanted to hide under the table. The word was blender. Such a simple word. But in that moment, my brain just forgot it. If this happens to you, don't worry. Today, I'm going to teach you exactly what to say when words go away from your brain. But first, if you ever had a word disappear at the worst time, hit that like button right now and subscribe to English Podcast Spot so you never miss our episodes. Trust me, you'll need these tips. Okay, let's start with the truth. Words going away happens to everyone, even people who speak English every day. Your brain has about 20,000 to 35,000 words. But sometimes, when you need a word, your brain can't find it fast enough. This is normal. It's like having a big library, but you forgot where you put the book you need. The good news? I have 8 easy ways to help you when words go away. Way number 1, say what it does. Don't know the word blender? Say, the machine that mixes fruit drinks. Don't know umbrella? Say, the thing that keeps you dry when it rains. Don't know scissors? Say, the thing that cuts paper. This works because you say what it does. People understand what you mean even if you don't know the exact word. Way number 2, say what it looks like. Don't know giraffe? Say, the tall animal with a long neck and spots. Don't know screwdriver? Say, the long, thin thing with a flat end. Don't know refrigerator? Say, the big white box in the kitchen that keeps food cold. Saying how things look works very well. People make a picture in their mind. Way number 3, say it's like something else. Don't know motorcycle? Say, it's like a bicycle, but with an engine. Don't know hammer? Say, it's like a heavy stick for hitting nails. Don't know yogurt? Say, it's like milk, but thick and sour. Saying it's like helps because you use a word they know to explain a word you don't know. Way number 4, use your hands and body. Don't know swimming? Move your arms like you're swimming. Don't know tall? Put your hand up high. Don't know round? Make a circle with your hands. Moving your body helps everyone understand. Sometimes actions are better than words. Way number 5, use the magic words. You know the thing you use to cut hair. Scissors. You know the place where you buy medicine? Pharmacy. You know the person who fixes your teeth? Dentist. These words give you time to think and make the other person help you find the word. Way number 6. Use type words. Don't know rose? Say, a type of flower. Don't know salmon? Say, a kind of fish. Don't know Honda? Say, a car name. Type words are like big umbrellas. They cover many things. Way number 7. Say where you find it. Don't know stove? Say, the thing in the kitchen where you cook food. Don't know pillow? Say, the soft thing on your bed for your head. Don't know cashier? Say, the person at the store who takes your money.
Way number 8. Ask for help. I'm looking for the word for, then tell them about it. What do you call the thing that, then explain what it does? I know the word in my language, but what's the English word for? Don't be shy. Most people love to help. They feel good when they can teach you something. Now let me give you some helpful words for when you're thinking. Phrase 1. How can I explain this? This gives you 3 to 4 seconds to think while showing you're trying to talk. Phrase 2. It's hard to explain, but this makes the other person wait while you find words. Phrase 3. The word is on the tip of my tongue. This is a great English saying that means I know the word, but I can't remember it right now. Phrase 4. Give me a second to think. This is honest, and most people will wait for you. Let me teach you some emergency mixes. These work in almost every situation. Emergency mix 1. You know the thing that, plus tell them about it. You know the thing that you use to write, but it's not a pen. Pencil. Emergency mix 2. It's like a, plus similar thing, but it's like a chair, but you sleep on it. Bed. Emergency mix 3. The person who, plus what they do. The person who cuts your hair? Hairdresser. These mixes work because they follow easy patterns that English speakers understand. Now let's practice with real situations. I'll give you a situation and show you how to handle it. Situation 1. You're at a restaurant and want to order pasta, but you forgot the word pasta. You can say, I want the Italian food with, long, thin pieces. You eat it with a fork. It comes with tomato sauce. The waiter will understand right away. Scenario 2. You're sick and need to go to the pharmacy, but you forgot the word pharmacy. You can say, where is the place where you buy medicine? You know, the store for sick people? Perfect. Anyone will know you mean pharmacy. Scenario 3. You're describing your job as a teacher, but you forgot the word students. You can say, I work with young people who come to learn. They sit in my classroom and I teach them. Clear communication. Here's something very important. Don't apologize too much. Don't say, sorry, my English is terrible. Sorry, I don't know the word. Sorry. Just say, give me a moment, or let me explain it differently. Confidence is more important than perfect vocabulary. Let me share a secret. Sometimes forgetting words leads to better communication. When you describe things instead of using exact words, you often explain them more clearly. Remember my spinning fruit destroyer? Everyone laughed, but they understood exactly what I meant.
Sometimes funny descriptions are more memorable than correct words. Here are some long-term strategies to reduce word forgetting. Strategy 1. Learn words in groups, not alone. Don't just learn apple, learn apple, orange, banana together as fruits. This creates connections in your brain. If you forget apple, you might remember fruit. Strategy 2. Practice describing things daily. Look around your room. Pick 5 objects. Try to describe each one without saying its name. This trains your brain to find alternative ways to express ideas. Strategy 3. Learn synonyms and similar words. For happy, also learn glad, pleased, excited, cheerful. If one word disappears, you have backup words ready to use. Strategy 4. Use the new word in sentences immediately. Don't just memorize refrigerator. Make sentences, the refrigerator is white. I put milk in the refrigerator. Active use helps words stick in your memory. Let me tell you something encouraging. Native speakers forget words too. We say, "What's that word?" or "You know what I mean?" all of the time. The difference is we don't panic. We just use these same strategies naturally. Now you have these strategies too. Let's review all 8 strategies. 1. Describe what it does. 2. Describe what it looks like. 3. Compare to something similar. 4. Use your hands and body. 5. Use the. 6. Use category words. 7. Say where you find it. 8. Ask for help directly. Plus, helpful filler phrases like, "How can I explain this?" "It's hard to explain." "The word is on the tip of my tongue." "Give me a second to think." Remember, communication is about sharing ideas, not using perfect words. If someone understands your meaning, you succeeded, even if you used 5 words instead of 1. Your assignment this week is practice describing 3 objects in your house without using their names. Use the strategies from today. I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me what word always disappears from your brain when you need it most, and try describing it using today's strategies. Let's practice together. If this episode saved you from future embarrassment, please share it with a friend who also forgets words. Hit that share button. They'll thank you later. And make sure you're subscribed with the bell icon on, because next week I'm sharing how to order food without embarrassment, another situation where words love to disappear. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it helped you. Remember, your brain is not broken. You just need better strategies. Now you have them. See you next time. Keep practicing and don't be afraid to be creative with your words.